Route 88 anchors strong Glamorgan reply. Ben Stokes lit the touch paper again with Glamorgan the visitors on day one, but Durham may have felt they left a few runs out there when all out for 311, but they'd taken early wickets too. Glamorgan off to a poor start at 31 for 2. There was only one more added to the total when Chris Rushworth had the captain David Lloyd out for 9, caught by Borthwick. Labuschagne and North East were pivotal to Glamorgan's win last week and had a bit of a recovery job on their hands. 50 runs up thanks to the former Hampshire man, but Durham soon had a fourth. Labuschagne trapped in front by rain and barely pausing to wait for the umpire's decision. North East was leading the fight back with Carlson alongside him, and the pair made their way to 100 runs with 4 from the number 5, who soon had his 50, scored off 64 balls and reached when he used the space in the leg side to pick up 2 more. He'd be out in the next over though, caught behind off Rushworth for 51, Glamorgan now 5 down and still over 200 behind. Cook and Carlson set about repairing the damage and managed to chip away at that deficit. With his 8th 4, Carlson calmly pushed Stokes to the ropes to bring up a 42-ball 50 and took Glamorgan to 150 in the process. They were halfway to parity at lunch, the score 155 for 5. They'd only added 1 run after the break when Potts' star continued to rise. Carlson bowled by a real beauty from the Durham seamer. He had Chris Cook too. This delivery not the best directed, but caught behind all the same. Root and Nisa put together the partnership Glamorgan were desperate for, stopping the hosts' momentum and playing their way beyond 200 runs, and then to a 50 partnership, brought up with Root's latest boundary. Some real stability now for Glamorgan, past 250 thanks to Root, and Nisa's hard work was rewarded. A lovely shot over mid-on took him to 50 off 71 balls. Their stand was worth 100, and Durham's total well within reach shortly before tea. Nisa was beaten before the break, LBW to reign for what could prove to be a crucial 62. He'd only started to take off his pads when Root went to his own half-century, his 7th boundary, the pick of the bunch, 50, scored off 86 balls. And when they reached tea, Glamorgan had breached 300. They were now just 6 behind their hosts, with 2 wickets in hand. Root was proving a tough nut to crack. Glamorgan moved into the lead with the number 8 joined by Tim van der Hoogten, and they shared a 50-run partnership, the mark reached by Billy Root. And he repeated the shot, this time to Rushworth, to put 350 on the board for Glamorgan. Rain brought an end to his innings on 88, Borthwick with the catch, the visitors down to their final wicket. And he'd wrap it up too, Glamorgan all out for 365. When Hogan looked to launch him, but only succeeded in seeing his stumps destroyed, the visitors lead 54 runs. Glamorgan had put a huge dent in Durham's hopes of fighting their way to the win. The visitors' score probably closer to par than their hosts, with one man the root of their difficulties. 88 the top score in the innings. Potts and Rain shared top billing with the ball, each with 4 for 61, coming from 20 overs. And Dixon fell cheaply at the start of the innings, the score 26 when he was out LBW for 16 to Hogan. Not the start Durham wanted. No night watchman yet for Durham. Peterson joined Lees fresh off the back of his first innings 78, but the task at hand was a little different and he couldn't make it to stumps, out-bowled by Nisa, off stump tumbling with 10 balls left in the day. Potts emerged to see out what remained and stayed with Lees through to the close. Glamorgan finishing the day the happier of the two teams, their lead now just 15, but they'd picked up 2 key wickets already. Durham won't be too disheartened, not yet anyway. They boast an impressive middle order, with last season's top scorer David Bedingham and the England captain Ben Stokes, 2 men that could fight back effectively on day 3 at the Riverside.